Every day, we are sitting down and we are imagining a life that we want to live. We have goals, we have aspirations, we have dreams. We want things that we want to achieve. But in turn, achieving those things comes with struggle, it comes with challenges. But the beauty is, the things that we're dreaming of, the things that we want to achieve, they are possible because we can imagine them. But the challenges that come up are the thing between you getting that thing and not. However, those things, those challenges that are put in your way, are put in your way because you can go and conquer them. You can overcome them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be put in your path in the first place. Now, the way that you deal with those things is going to vary depending on the life experience you have and the people you have around you and so many other factors. It also comes down to whether you're able or you're worthy to actually go and achieve that goal at this current point. I say that because I remember 4 years ago, I had just purchased a ton of online info, and my goal was to become an entrepreneur. I wanted to start a business. I wanted to make loads of money. I thought that was the thing that my life was calling me to do, that I needed to become a person who was going to make lots of money. And I remember sitting down at my desk and thinking, if this does not work out, I do not know what else I would do. Like it was literally a life or death situation. And I was so determined it was going to happen that I had zero doubts. There was literally no doubts in my mind that I was going to have any problems because I was so committed and determined to making it happen. And the beauty is that feeling is something that is so difficult to replicate. That feeling of absolute conquest on the world and the absolute determination and confidence that you can go and do it is a sensation that is pretty incredible. And I wish that I could replicate on a daily basis, which is something I'm going to consider. The thing is, I was able to sit down that day and I worked for 14 hours straight. I only got up to use the bathroom and to eat food. Those are literally the two things, but I only ate once, but I drank like 16 cups of coffee. It was ridiculous, but it was incredible. Like the feelings of going throughout that day, knowing I had purpose and what I was striving to achieve, and again, knowing that I could actually get there was next level. The thing is, though, because I went 0 to 100 on my work, my belief, my confidence, everything all together raised as one, I had no foundation that I'd laid. I just jumped into it, which was fantastic. It was a great learning experience. But the thing is, the next day, it came to sitting down and doing work again, and it all crashed down because I was like, I can't comprehend doing another 14-hour day of doing that exact same work because the feelings of confidence and desire and ability had all started to fade away. And I was left there, sat in the reality of my situation, which was that I was working a job that I didn't enjoy. And the feeling of knowing that I could go and achieve whatever I wanted was no longer there because I was faced with my current situation. Now, I say this because at that time, I wasn't ready. I was not ready to go and achieve those things, but I can only notice that in retrospect that that was not possible. Because my desire, my ability to idolize that outcome was at such a high degree, it had a massive spike of certainty and confidence and knowing I was going to do it. But as soon as it got slightly hard or slightly challenging, because I put it on such a pedestal of something that I didn't actually think could happen, because it was something so far out of reach, everything crashed down. So when we're thinking of planning our goals or the things that we want to achieve or whatever the case is, you have to be to some capacity realistic of what you can achieve. And I think big goals are fantastic, but the beauty that you need to follow is that you need to break them down. You need to break them down so small that they are within reach, like within reach within the next week or so. For example, if you wanted to go out and make $5,000 as an example, You wouldn't just say, "Oh, I'm going to make $5,000 because I'm going to use this business model to do this, 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 this." No, you need to break it down into tiny steps. Do you need to make an email address? Do you need to make a website? Do you need to make a plan? Do you need to make an outreach template that you're going to send to people? Like you need to have it so broken down that you're going to have a step-by-step list that you're going to follow, and you're going to follow that thing to a T. Because in that scenario, having everything laid out perfectly, it is literally impossible to fail. The only thing that could break that down is that you do not show up. And you could not show up because you have limiting beliefs, you don't believe that you can actually do it, or you genuinely just don't care. You've not found the underlying thing that is actually the reason you want to do this thing, or the reason you find initially is not deep enough. You need to transform your identity. To live a different life, to have a different lifestyle, you have to become an entirely different person. And that is difficult to comprehend before you've taken the first step. But the first step is to show up every single day. I love you all. Have a fantastic one.